cut this piece so we can have this as bloopers. And I can remember how stressed my 12-year-old son.
Also, Amber, remind her how much she has to love us Aries because we are a rarity. You must love us.
Okay, what subject were you on to? Which one are we doing first?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Which one are we doing, y'all? Haggling? Let's do price haggling. Let's get that fiery energy out the way, and then we can talk about team building. Okay. 1, 2. Wait, can y'all hear him cooking? Can y'all hear that sizzle?
No.
He fine.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, we're back with another episode. Today we're going to talk about price haggling with business. I'm going to let my friends introduce themselves one by one. First, we're going to start with Miss Anna. Take it, boo.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Miss Anna from Miss Anna's Home Decor. I do all things interior decorating, interior design, home staging, even events. I've somehow recently got myself into event planning. So I guess I'm for hire for that too, but you can follow me on social media, Miss Anna's Home Decor, and my website, mahddesignsllc.com. And yeah, that's me.
All right, cool beans. Now we're going to go to Miss Nancy.
Hey guys, I'm Nancy. I'm owner of Zuriculture, all things African, and also owner of Fireside Restaurant, Fireside ATL, Zuri.culture on IG. Follow me.
Cool beans. Now we're going to go to AP. What it do?
All right. Hey guys, my name's Amber or AP. I am a podcaster, accountant, entrepreneur, all those things. Check me out on Smell the Roses podcast. I hope you enjoy the show. Here you go.
And it's your girl, Nay. I'm the host of Blackpreneur. And also, you can follow me on Blackpreneur on everything. And my personal page, soulnaesignae, where you can see me and my kids go through the craziest things in this life. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about price haggling. This is a very touchy subject for business owners, but I'm gonna let Miss Anna go ahead and take it because this is her topic that she chose, and we're gonna go ahead and dig into it.
All right, so haggling. Where do I begin? I think there's an issue across the board, but particularly amongst our people, that if you set a price, they think it's up for negotiation. Unless, and this goes for any business across the board, unless a business like Amber with your business, Nay with your business, Nancy with your business, unless any of you have posted Labor Day sale, Memorial Day sale, celebrate sending your kids back to school sale. If you don't have a discount sale sign on your website located anywhere, or you're not offering a promo or discount code, it's not up for negotiation, and it should stop there. That's just my opinion. It's one thing if you, I've seen businesses, and I think everybody may do this, like if you say you have something individually listed on your website that you're selling, a product, and some people may want more than one of the same product, and they want like a group rate for all three. Maybe you have 3 products and you're selling all 3, whether it's a lotion or a moisturizer, cleanser, maybe they want all of that in one. Sometimes things like that can be discounted, but that's of your own accord. For someone to just reach out to you and just tell you, well, how about if I pay you this? No. And that should be across the board for anybody. I don't personally agree or like it when anybody has to, when someone says, well, your fees are too high. Okay, you can go somewhere else. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, there may be, okay, there may be some businesses that they just charge high prices for no reason. If you come across a business like that, and this is what I've done, I've come across businesses that the prices are not reasonable. I just don't shop there. I'm not going to go out of my way and tell you your price is unreasonable. You'll find out eventually when other people don't purchase from you. Then you'll realize, hey, maybe I should lower my prices, but I'm not going to go out of my way and tell you, hey, your rates are unreasonable, lower them. I'm just going to try and find somebody and compare a different rate till I find something that may work with my budget. That's my take on it.
I know I go through this a lot. More than I like to count. And it's literally from my own people. And I have been cussed out like a dog on the street when I don't comply. And it's interesting to me that stuff like this happens, especially when these luxury brands don't go through this type of a thing and they are patronized without a problem. When pricing is set to the market, and it's also set to the experience, years, training, education, or whatever was put into that to create whatever it is that you're purchasing. So for me, because I am a business owner as well as a consumer, it is very rude to approach a business and tell them what they are worth or for your opinion. We're not in business because we're uneducated. We're in business because we are educated. And that education is basically what people are paying for. I shared a screenshot with the group, I don't know, last week sometime. There was this person that came to me. They wanted to do an advertisement and they left me on red for 2 years. 2 years or 3 years. 19, it was 2019. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and so it's very interesting. This subject is very interesting for me. I try to bite my tongue with it, but you have to understand as a consumer that we're not just setting the price because we woke up in the morning. It's like, oh, I'm just going to set my prices to XYZ. It's according to market value. And the market value also includes inflation. So if you come to a business and the price is XYZ and you return to that business years later and it's higher, that's called inflation, okay? That's not getting over. That's called inflation. Either the products that we're purchasing to deliver to you, to give you great customer service has risen and we're trying to keep up with that. Something has happened, okay, for a price increase. So I really, this subject, y'all. I'm gonna get off of this horse because I could go on a rant deeper than the rant that I just went through. And I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and take it. Go ahead, y'all.
Ooh, child. So this is like a very touchy subject in our community, especially. I do, again, as small businesses or minority businesses, I do think that this is something that we face more often than we would like to. You know, I've had my fair share in the restaurant and with my online Afrocentric business where, for instance, yesterday, and I will always reference things that happen in real life with me. A customer ordered a plate. So we have a meal and it's lined with what goes in. You get your rice, you get your vegetables, you get your meat, you get plantain. So there are 4 things in your plate. in total. You can do a combo, which means you can mix your meat, but you pay an extra $3 for mixing your meat. The customer got a small plate. The plate comes with your choice of rice. We have 3 different rice. Your choice of vegetables. We have 2 different veggies. Plantain. The plantain is basically complimentary. It's not like we're charging you extra for it. And then meat. He gets to the register. He's a regular. He knows what goes on his plate. Since I didn't get vegetables, do I need to pay full price? Yes. Just like if you went to a store and you bought a long sleeve shirt, but in actuality, you really wanted a short sleeve, but you decided to get a long sleeve because you can't find a short sleeve and you're going to go home and alter it. That doesn't mean that they're going to give it to you cheaper or you wanted a shirt that only has 3 buttons, but this one has 4. You still chose it because you could go home and alter it. Walmart is not going to give you a discount to say, you got the shirt and you wanted 3 buttons, but it has 4, so we're going to give it to you for $10 less. You chose not to get the veggies. There are plenty of times where I would go to a restaurant, I don't like something that comes with the meal. You either tell them you don't want it in there and pay the price, or you get it and just not eat that. So that's some of the struggles that we have. Or for instance, I did a vending event and then I get a DM a few days after from a customer that says, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I bought a skirt and a shirt, a set from you, and I got home, it doesn't fit the way I want it to fit. Can you pay for the alterations? Or can you discount? She says, and can you refund me part of what I paid for it so I can use that towards paying for the alteration? And it took me, I think, a day to respond because I had to really think about it, because I do appreciate you as a customer, but I also didn't know what to say not to come off rude, because my first reaction was going to come off, with my head rolling. But we do that in our community a lot, where we just think when we go to a small business, minority business, the price needs to be a lot lower. But you might go to another interior decorator who's not minority, and they have their prices on their website. You just click and pay for what's on the website. But then you reach out to an interior decorator who is trying to start up, and their prices might even still be cheaper than that person that has their website. You don't even get to reach them and talk to them and actually express what you really want and incorporate your creativity with theirs. You don't get that with these big corporations. It's what you see online, that's what you're signing up for. But then you still want to lowball them and tell them what you want to pay, not what they're charging. So it is a sensitive topic in our community that I feel like most of these subjects we're talking about is stuff that we face in our own community with our own people. And I don't know when it's going to end or what it's going to take to fix it.
We can't hear you, AP.
I was just talking.
Yeah.
I was saying, going back to our previous topic, what we was discussing is all about the mindset of the person. It seems as though when people don't have that business mindset or just understand people that own the business owners, they just think they get whatever they want because they can, because they always say customer is right. And also they expect to be getting a discount because, we in the same community. So I see you doing something, but I also still want a discount. Like I want to help out, but I still want a cheaper route to get that. And that's not always the case. I can go back to, I guess me being like the consumer, with the hairstyles, the new stylists, I should say, with the prices that they are charging nowadays compared to 10, 15 years ago. That's, I know, is a big topic because yes, we want to, help out our people or just help out people that's starting out, getting our hair done. the new trends and everything. But then also these prices, honestly, to me, are kind of, you're charging a lot for something, and I don't think you have the license or the experience or years to show that you're worthy of these prices. And I know that's a constant battle going back and forth. So it's kind of like how you hear Nancy dealing with a guy trying to get a discount just because he didn't want vegetables today, and he could probably get it tomorrow. But then you deal with people that's charging crazy prices, but because, like you said, the market, that's what's hot right now, that's the prices that they're charging, and that's the price they're going to keep, because somebody's going to pay for them, you know what I mean? Somebody's going to pay for them, even though they're not realistic prices. So it's kind of hard, both sides, being a business owner, then also being a consumer, because you using your business mindset, like, okay, yeah, I understand why they charge that. I understand because of the materials they use or the service experience that they provide. That's why it costs that much. Sometimes they just charging just because of the trend that's going on right now.
And y'all hit on two different things. Lord, my mind. Okay. Because I forgot them. Okay. So, all right. So, what Amber brought up, right? Okay. So, there is levels to, like, that's why you see Saks, Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom, Target, and Walmart. They all sell clothing. Shop in your bracket.
Exactly.
Or shop in your affordable bracket. Mm-hmm. For people beat me up. Shop in your affordable budget bracket. And everybody will be happy. Like, there is stylists, right, that do hair in the kitchen, right? That's not licensed. So no, your rates should not be like a licensed stylist that's sitting inside of a suite in a salon. You know what I'm saying? But I think, like, it's this TikTok when they go, why I just do that? I think, like, there's some confusion. Like, a lot of people want to pay more, like you said, Ember, when they don't have the qualifications. But then there's the other market that deserves it because they do have the qualifications. They are delivering what they say they're going to deliver, and their quality is higher. So again, Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom's, Target, Walmart, they all sell clothing. You choose which avenue to go to and where your budget fits, and then everybody be happy.
But that's the thing, we want what we can't have.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And that is big. That's big in our community. Even outside of our community, we want what we can't have. But we have to be realistic with ourselves. Like, is this purchase going to put me in a hole? No? Okay. Do I need this thing? And then a lot of times I feel like the issue comes with things that we want versus the things that we need. And I think we should focus on the things that we need before our wants. Because when we want something, we contemplate it. We could be online, y'all, and we'll have 5 tabs open with 5 different stores looking at the same product, trying to figure out which one we're going to purchase from or which one we're going to get. And then we decide to close them all and not get nothing. Because honestly, we don't really need it. We just want it. And that goes back to Nancy. Like, he probably was in his head like, do I need these vegetables? Or, because I had vegetables yesterday. So do I need these vegetables today? Like, what if I have vegetables for dinner? Like, is that going to matter if I skip lunch? Like, he probably was going back and forth in his head.
But the thing is, it comes with your plate. So instead of contemplating, you could just get it. And if you don't want it, throw it away if you don't eat it, because it comes with your meal. But don't come to the register and tell us what you want to pay. Like, for instance, a few days ago, I was walking back and forth. A customer orders food. He got fish. He asked for an extra fish. Now, we all know seafood is not cheap. right? It's not like you're asking for another scoop of veggies or like another piece of plantain, and we're like, cool, that's fine. He asked for a whole fish and asked for a whole other fish, and then got to the register and said to the girl, I don't want to pay for the other fish. And the girl's like, what do you mean? You have to pay, you got your meal, anything extra is an upcharge. He's like, well, I don't think I should have to pay for it. I've been coming here for a long time. He's demanding. You know, so it's like, why do you think he can come in here and demand? The farmers market and Cisco and all those companies that I've been dealing with for 11 years that I've been in business never came in and said, you know what, you've been buying onions from us for 11 years now. We're going to give you 2 bags of onions today for free. They don't do that. So you come in saying, I've been coming here all the time. I just don't think that I should pay for an extra fish. Where they do that at? You know, so it's things like we feel so entitled when we go to our own people. And I feel like what the topic we had before and this kind of go together, because again, we are talking about our own people. Why do we think that it's okay to negotiate prices or bargain? It's not a house. You're not buying a house. Trying to negotiate and say, okay, the house is listed for $320. Can I offer $310?
Right.
You're paying for a $15 plate. And we all know that with COVID, prices of things have gone up from when you go to Home Depot to if you go to IKEA trying to buy props or home goods even, to buy props to stage or, you know, decorate a house, to the price of oxtail, you know? So business owners, especially small businesses, are struggling. And most small businesses don't have the resources to buy 500 of the same item to get the discount that the big stores like IKEA would have done, or Home Depot, you know, would have done and gotten you a better price. So certain things just has to stop. I don't know how or when.
You know what I have noticed over the years? It's something I heard when I was younger. Now that I'm older, it makes total sense. It's a bad analogy, but it's a person that told me that at the time. It was a person I knew that was, shall we say, they made their money a different type of way. We're gonna put it that way. Never wanted for anything because they had the type of money, you know, the money that people wish for these days. So I remember he was in the market for something. It had to do with jewelry. You know how they try and be flashy, you know, jewelry's first. And at the time, furs were in for men and women, and buying some flashy jewelry. And I remember the person looking at the jewelry, and I said to him, this looks really expensive. And he turned and looked at me and said, well, if I was worried about the cost, you know, how much it costs, I don't need it. It didn't catch on to me then because I was so young, but now that I'm older, it makes total and complete sense. Just like the gentleman that came in about the vegetables and all of that, if you, and the fish as well, if it's something that you can't afford, don't ask for it, for lack of better words. If you didn't need the fish, because you wouldn't have asked for the extra fish. Like if he knew you were giving that extra piece away for free, it wouldn't have been an issue.
No.
So what I've noticed now, and I've noticed this with a lot of businesses that are doing well, they set their price and that's it. There's no more going back and forth. I hate to say this, but I think that's the way that we would be able to get around it. Everybody has their price set on their website, on their IG page, whatever it is, whether they contact you and say how much is X, Y, and Z. If you don't happen to have it listed, what your price is, you tell them, I feel that's too high. That's the end of the conversation. Because if you went to just like Nancy said, I'll use myself as an example. There are a lot of people that are remodeling or fixing up their homes. I'm sure you guys have heard how the price of lumber has gone up from when it was like whatever it was a year ago to what it is now. You're not standing in line at Home Depot or Lowe's saying this price is too high. They're gonna look at you like you're stupid and take the next person behind you. So I have, well, the clients I'm working with, they don't give me that issue. But if I did have clients that I'm helping them redesign, remodel, and fix up their home, they're not gonna tell me that the two in particular I'm working with now, they don't tell me where your prices are too high. They just flat out tell me, well, let me know what the cost is and we'll pay for it, because they have the budget for it. They haven't been haggling me. It's, well, I set aside this much in my budget for it. Now, if their budget, now if it's outside of their budget, they'll tell me, let's hold off on this and come back to when I do have it, so they can meet the needs that's out there. It's not, I feel your price, but like if I had my own little mom and pop shop and I was selling lumber, I can only imagine the amount of people that would come up to me and say, your price for lumber is too high. And then they would run their butts to Home Depot and pay the same price that you're telling me.
Or more.
It's too high. Thank you.
Or more.
So that's why it's not, yeah, it's not up for negotiation anymore. In my humble opinion, your Nancy, AP, your prices are set. Mine as well. Prices are set. Whatever you see, that's what it is, unless any of us have a for sale sign. That's it. Or clearance, for sale, holiday. You know how people do the holiday sale. That's it.
2 for 1.
Thank you.
So if we're not having a sale, don't ask us. And if y'all can relate, drop a comment in our comment section and start the conversation about price haggling and why it is such a prominent thing, especially with small business owners. But sorry, I was trying to catch it. But if y'all are loving this conversation, please like, subscribe, share, and comment what you think about this conversation, and we'll be back with another topic. All right, guys, see you later.
Bye.